Hello, Hateless Gaming here, bringing you another blitzing guide. We got Rogue Slave Trader parts 1 and 2. First I'm going to show you part 1. I'm going to complete it, and then I'm going to leave. I'm going to go turn it in and swap it for part 2. And we're going to do them both, and I'm going to cut out the travel so you guys don't have to sit through all that. But for Rogue Slave Trader part 2, the objective is literally to just grab the prisoners. So we're just going to warp to our mission location here. We've got some time in warp, and I'm going to talk about the Rogue Slave Trader mission in general. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to bring a tractor beam. That's a really important bit of part 1. And part 2 you don't need a tractor beam, but in part 1 the tractor beam is really helpful. If your ship does not have a utility high, you don't need the tractor beam, but it is extremely helpful in expediting the process of doing this mission. The Blitz fort is extremely easy. It's probably one of the easiest missions to do. You just have to make sure you survive long enough to complete it. The requirements of doing this mission are very minimal. Down at the bottom here, in the middle of this little circle of bad guys, is a rogue outpost slave trader thing, which I believe we're locking, which is a slave pen. We're just going to burn straight down. It doesn't matter the ammo type that you use to kill it, because it's weak to everything. But we're using the micro warp drive to try and get close enough to use the tractor beam to scoop up the cargo container that this drops. So we burn straight down to go get that loot. We have a tab that has cargo containers on it. And as soon as it dies, the cargo container drops. We can turn off our micro warp drive, turn on our tank, and start tractoring in the cargo container. The frigates in this mission will web you, so you're no longer really able to get down to the cargo container. This is why I advise you bring a tractor beam. Otherwise, you can just kill the frigates and then burn straight down and then kill the thing. We're going to open the cargo. You do need a little bit of room. It is 375 M3. I keep enough room in my main mission ship all the time, and so we can just loot that. And then we bring this back to our home station, and that's it for Rogue Slave Trader Part 1. You can just literally warp out. Okay, we're back here with Part 2. We're just going to warp to the location. Part 2 takes a little bit longer, but it does pay out more. If you do Part 1, Part 2 is more valuable than Part 1 by quite a bit. We get a lot more LP and reward. What you want to bring is pretty much anything. If you can load an EM type damage, EM does better against Sancha, so we're going to load our Republic Fleet EMP. All we have to do is when we land here on grid, we have to kill all of these guys, which is super simple. A little trick that you can do sometimes is you can hold control and make a box, and you'll lock everything up that's within the box. So that way we can just lock them all up. In this part, we just have to manage our capacitor and our shields to clean these guys up. It really doesn't take long. If you really want to, you can have drones help, but I don't find it necessary or that time saving to do that with the Macarial. Other ships are definitely an exception to that. I think about the Dominics and whatnot. We can't go through this gate. It does give us a little activation if we can't go through, saying we can't go through the gate until we kill these guys. We do want to make sure that we're at full health when we go through that acceleration gate though, because the next room is on the dangerous side of things. We're going to line our ship up down the gate as we're finishing the mission, or as we're finishing the last guy here. This will allow us to get through the gate quicker. We're going to start repping our shields now, because we do want to be at full health when we go through, when we land on the next grid. So we're going to go in. It'll be near full health. I'm probably just going to leave my shield repper running. In the combat tab, there's a lot of turrets. If you want to full clear this, you do want to kill all of the turrets first. The turrets do all the damage. But there are 2 slavers, one here and one here. They're elite cruisers, so they take very little damage, and they take a moment to kill. So we're going to start working on them. As we kill the first one, once the first one dies, we're going to start aligning out. They really don't take long to get killed. What you do want to be careful of is the incoming damage. As these guys get a little closer and then all the turrets start firing, the incoming damage does get intense, and I don't... Well, you can tank it. You can bring a ship that can tank it, but most mission ships can't tank this room indefinitely with all the DPS coming in. If you want to do this mission for full clear, again, just kill all the turrets first, And then once the 2 slavers are dead, the mission is complete. You can warp off, go home, and turn it in. Everybody, fly safe, have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.